morning. No, it's not. It's good afternoon. It's the 4th of October, and we've got a lovely, bright, sunny day. The bunnies are out, and Aggie's just been on the settee and been trying to nibble the back of the cushion. As you see, Wally's here, and Winnie's here now, and obviously she's been on my lap having cuddles, and Wally's got a little bit jealous. Oh, here he's going a nodding off. So yeah, he's getting a bit protective of Mummy, aren't you? Yeah. So Winnie's on the cuddle chair enjoying the sun coming through the window. So I hope you're all okay. And Friday, yay! So what I want to show you, the yarn came today for my socks. Now let me get the name. It was a lady on Etsy. Let's have a look. The Ladies Internet Cafe. So there it is. I'm so happy with it. Whoops. And when I saw it on there, it looks slightly brighter, and I thought, is it going to work? But it's come, and it's not like I thought, well, what it looked like on there, and it's so much better. Look at those colours, and it is soft. So that's it. I've seen this type of yarn before, well, maker yarn, but I've never, you know, purchased it. So yeah, so let me show you the other two that I'd already had. So Beth said about doing this colour for the leaves, and then I said about having this for the cuff. So let's show you the design again. Just like that. And this is Tea and Cake Make by Nicola Fury. So the idea, so I've got to think that for the cuff. Or actually thinking about it, hold on. The main colour for the cuff, this for this part here, this for the leaves, and the background will be this, and then that for the rest, because it's going to have its own self-striping in it anyway. But I'm so looking forward to starting these. Hopefully I'm going to start these a bit later. But look, it just works out well, because you've got that goes with it, and the browns. So yeah, looking forward to it. And I haven't got to wind it because it's already in a ball. So yeah, looking forward to that. I brought down, as you know, yesterday I brought down the woodland blanket to get those squares completed and joined. I haven't brought it down today, but I did complete it and I did join up the squares, but I'm not sure if I'm going to add it onto the blanket. I'm just not keen. I think what I'm going to do, because I thought you added the strip onto the piece that you've already crocheted and then join on your yarn to continue the pattern on the top of the panels, but you don't. You crochet and then you add that on top of the blanket. So what I'm going to do is, because I've started the rows again, do the blanket, lay it on there with the panels, and if I don't like it, it just won't be on there. Yeah, I've embroidered on the mushroom to make it look a bit better than what it was. But you know when you know that if there's something you're not happy with, then that's it, isn't it? But I will show you the strip. I'll show you it later. See what you think. But anyway, the woodland blanket still got those designs on it, the trees and that. So if it just works out without the strips, then the panels, it'll be fine. It'll still be used, which it's going to go on the rocking chair. But let me, once I'll show it to you, let me know what you think. I like you to be honest. Just let me know in the comments. So that's that. Oh yeah, yesterday evening I put the trim on her bonnet, so I'm really happy with that. So I've got to do the capelet, and you've got to do on a machine, the sewing machine, a zigzag stitch, because I thought it'd be hand stitched. So I'll probably do that a little bit later, and then it'll be a money belt, which won't take long to do anyway. I also did more of the collection Tra-la-la, working on the witch. Well, I've already done the witch, but this is the one I'm working on. And I'll pop it up there. I've started on the crow on the other side. So I did a little bit of that yesterday evening. Yeah, I'll still to stitch the embroider the bit of the snowman on the apron. Oh yeah, I had Arnie and Carlos. Last year they did a knit along, and I saved the designs because after they had like a cut-off point and then you'd have to pay for the pattern. So the email come through yesterday. Now I'll put it into, there we go. Save the date, free knit along 2024. Free mystery knit along. They're going to do they're going to reveal more about it on their next Sit and Knit for a Bit podcast, which will air on October the 13th. It will be completely free and include a knitting pattern that will be free for a limited period of time after the knit salon is completed. So they've also got some new Christmas balls with a 25% discount. So yeah, go on, take a look if you like knitting them. There's also got 25% off this sock pattern. Look at this. It's gorgeous. So yeah, if you like anything with Arnie and Carlos, do, you know, go and take a look or watch them on the 13th about that free pattern they're going to be doing. So I will see you a bit later, and then I'll show you those panels and see what you think. So when he's looking out the window, I'm waiting for my shop to come. Sorry, Wally's getting uptight about things. No, it's not. It's not, Wally. They think it's the shopping. All right, I'll see you a bit later. Bye. Ta-da! Hello. Hello. So we are October the 5th.
Yes.
October the 5th. So yes, I did a part yesterday, as you've seen, but because Beth was here at that time, and I just wanted to keep this as a surprise, because you haven't seen her for so long. The last one was when you got engaged.
Yeah.
So here she is. She's come for a sleepover. So we're doing it today. So here she is.
Can we just talk about how pale I am compared to you? Like a different colour. Looking healthy as always.
So you got a lot of updates because
it's not like that much update, really.
Yeah, but you moved into your house.
Finally got the house. What was it? Was it late August?
Yeah.
Yeah, late August. We finally got into the house. Thank God.
That's Wally, because Peaches is cleaning him.
So we've got our first autumn in the house that I've decorated for. It's all ready to go.
It's lovely.
But it's just nice to actually have somewhere settled to call home, because obviously it's been Airbnb city, and then we moved into a flat for 6 months, which obviously it still wasn't home, and it was tiny. It literally was like is it a mezzanine? Where you've got another floor that looks down onto the floor below.
Yeah.
So the top floor was just a bedroom with a bathroom, and then there was one small bedroom downstairs with like an open plan living room, dining, kitchen area, but it was small, and obviously we had Lee's kids there as well, so it was just everyone was on top of each other. So now we've actually got this big house where you don't really bump into each other unless you're looking for each other. It's just weird.
So it's 3 floors.
Yeah, 3-story home. So it's not...
Wally, stop! She's washing you. She said, "Dad, I've been washed."
Oh. He's like, but no, it's just weird now. But it's one of those tall buildings, so you've got like 2 rooms on each floor. But yeah, it's just nice to have a garden as well, even though we don't really get much summer in it because of all the storms we've had recently. But it's just nice actually to have our own space and to get into a routine now of going to work, because I'm now 2 bus Beth every day. But we're making it work. Hopefully they'll move the bus stop closer. There's a bus stop like literally right outside our house, but it's obviously not live yet because it's a new development. So at the moment I'm having to walk 20 minutes to the bus stop to then get my hour-long 2 buses to work.
Just to put in any new, because we've got some newbies.
Oh, yes.
Any newbies? This is my daughter Beth.
I am the youngest.
She is the youngest.
I am the youngest. All grown up.
But I mean, the things that Beth bought for her autumn decorations is so lovely. Even the wreath.
To be fair, that wreath was a bargain. I was looking for a wreath everywhere.
We were on your birthday, weren't we?
Yeah, it was on my birthday. A lot of my decorations I got last year for my birthday because we thought we'd be in the house last year. So a lot of my birthday presents were actually autumn homeware, so I never got to use them. But I still didn't have a wreath, and I was in between making my own or buying one. But everywhere I looked, they were like, "Oh, hello,
That's Winnie.
Winnie. You don't want
We're
to come up."
literally, there's Beth, then Eddie, and
Candy.
the dogs
This
are like
why I look like I'm
bundled.
on top of Mum. It's because the dogs are like taking up the sofa.
Now
And
Winnie
Winnie
wants to
come
get
up.
up.
But if I try and pick her up, she will run away.
Yeah, she's been very funny.
It's like the okie dokie. Every time I go towards her, she goes back and then she runs forward again.
Oh!
She's trying to play.
I said to Bev, I think what it is, because every time Winnie's here, I mean, I'm literally always here on my own. So she's not used to anyone else being here, and she's been a bit spooked about it.
But it's only mainly when I'm stood up.
Yeah.
A minute ago, she was asleep on me. But it's whenever I stand up or like I'm over her,
She was right in the
freaks
bed,
out.
wasn't she?
Yeah. But anyway, wreath-wise, couldn't find one. And then the ones I could find were like £20, but they weren't full. They looked a bit sparse. And I didn't know what to do. So we went into a farm shop because for my birthday we went to such an adult birthday. We went to IKEA.
It was lovely.
And then we went to a garden centre, but there were like no flowers either in the garden centre. It was a bit rubbish, and it was a Dobbies as well. We went to Dobbies thinking it would be the better one.
It wasn't, was it?
No, it looked like it was closing down. So we said on the way home, like, shall we pop to the farm shop because they're usually quite good for bedding plants. Didn't have any either. But I got a really nice wreath. I wish I could show you. It's really nice with little pumpkins on, very autumnal.
Give me that.
And it was only 12 quid.
Did you take a photo of it?
No.
No.
No, I did not. It's not even on my door yet. I've had it for almost a month now. But I don't have a wreath holder. But Lee has ordered one yesterday. So actually it might be there when I go home today. So I might be able to send you a photo.
Yeah.
And then in your next vlog you can show everyone if they want to see my wreath. But no, it's just nice to... I've obviously always grown up in a household where we decorate for the seasons. And my other half, he's not from one of those households. So I think at first he was like, what is this? But he actually said to me recently, he was like, I'm starting to really fall in love with autumn. Because he's always hated Halloween. And to be fair, so have I. I used to cry whenever trick-or-treaters
But I've always
went past the house.
done some decoration, haven't I?
But yeah, now he's a big fan of it. I think we've started to spread. And even my stepdaughter Isabella, we went into B&M and she was just picking everything up like, what about this? This is nice. We should get this. So I think it's slowly starting to spread. Even my other half sister is getting him to like send me pictures of the one pumpkin she's got on her windowsill or the candle to say she's coming for my crown. She'll never get it. Sorry, Stacey.
Sorry, really. I should have that crown.
Yeah, I'm taking over.
I started it, love.
You started it, but I'm finishing it. Okay. Wait for Christmas. I'm already planning the theme. It's gonna be good.
But tell him.
Well, I'm thinking traditional, but with a candy cane twist. So that's the.
I'm
the
sure
words.
you'll be able to take a video.
Yeah,
And
I'll
do it
do
on
you
the vlog.
Or a home. To be fair, you might be round, Mum. You might be able
Yeah.
to tour it yourself.
Yeah, we could do that.
But I'm looking ahead. I've been living off Temu, like scrolling through.
Never
Never ordered
who
anything.
you get that from?
Yeah, but I don't buy anything. I just browse. I've got currently 95 items in my cart.
95?
In my cart, yeah. Not that I'll buy any of them. I'll probably buy like 3 at a time, but I have a fear of spending money. So come in, Peachy.
Come on,
Then the whole
Peach.
family will come up. But yeah, that's the update. And the other update is we've found our wedding venue. So that's the other update. So we're just filling in the contracts now, sending the deposit, and then we will start work on the wedding bits.
And you're getting married in
August 2026. Hopefully, if the date hasn't become taking before we sign the contract. But no, late August is the plan because we want to we're honeymooning in Florida And obviously around, because we're getting married in the summer holidays for people who have kids that are in schools and stuff, because we want the kids to be there, but also for people that work in schools or work around the summer holidays, we just thought it'll be better. But we don't want to honeymoon in the summer holidays because it's going to be super busy, but it'll be more expensive as well. So we've decided late August, and then a couple of weeks later will be when we go on the honeymoon. So it's not rushed as well, because
and the weather will be better.
yeah, with the like my brain, it's a lot, and I don't think I'll be able to deal with the stress. But like the stress coming up to the wedding, then the wedding day, and then go straight into packing and everything for the honeymoon and doing all the airport. Like, not a big fan of airports. I just lead the way and I just follow behind. I say that, we've been once together, but I just follow and hope for the best.
But like you did so well when we went to Yarndale, didn't you?
Yarndale. You wouldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to tell from the vlogs. But before we went to Yarndale, I'd very rarely anyway, really, go anywhere big on my own, because the town that Mum lives in, and obviously that I used to live in, it was people call it Hot Fuzz Town, but like I'd just stay in that little town, and it would only take you like 20 minutes to walk to the other side of the town.
Of course, it's a village.
Yeah, and it would, well, they class it as a town because we're a charter town, but it only has like a couple of shops, like a charity shop and stuff in. So, but I'd never really branched out, never really done the public transport, never really done taxi, anything like that. So for us to obviously get 2 trains, then find our way around Skipton, then get a taxi, then get another taxi, get a bus, and get 2 trains. Not only that, but it was a case of I was getting stressed anyway because we had this massive suitcase. I remember the day we arrived, you won't be able to tell the stress from the vlog, but like, this is a heads up for anyone who wants to go to Yarndale. Take small suitcases, because we thought we'd be smart and put all of our stuff in one large suitcase, and we obviously brought a large one anyway, just in case Mum bought anything that was bigger that we could put in it. But first of all, like the train, we reserved our seats, but I didn't even think about where you put the luggage. That was because obviously usually you'd either put it above you or put it like with you, but that suitcase wouldn't fit, so we had to put it the other side of the carriage, didn't we? Then walking around Skipton, obviously it's a lot of cobbles, but also the shops aren't built for taking large things through. Like, we're a big fan of a charity shop, and I just have vivid memories of trying to get this suitcase in and around. And then obviously it gets busy in Skipton because of Yarndale, and I remember we went to Cafe Nero, that was full to the brim. We didn't want to take the suitcase inside because it was full, so we had to wait. It was boiling hot outside, there was wasps. But so we've said for next time we are going to go. I haven't told Lee yet, but I'll be gone for
because no doubt Lee will be looking after the dogs.
But next time, not going to take a large suitcase. We're going to take smaller ones. Even if we've got 2 of them, they'll be easier to transport. But like, we got all the train times correct, got on the right platforms, because that was another thing that
we did all that.
For other people that might seem like an easy thing to do, is oh well, you just get on the platform, it tells you to. But we got on at Peterborough, and I'd never been at that train station before, so I didn't have a clue where anything was, like what train would part where. I remember having to ask, and he was a bit sarcastic, wasn't he, the guy that we asked? He made a bit of a joke, and it was like, okay. And yeah, we managed to get on the right trains, and even on the way back I managed to get us on earlier trains, which we shouldn't. We had a ticket that I thought it was, you could get any train, you know, like, is it an open ticket they call it? You can get any train on the way back, but for some reason it wasn't, and they did come up to us, didn't they, on the train, and were like, ticket please, and I showed them, they were like, this is the wrong ticket, and I was a bit like, oh, sorry.
No, but we did
Sorry.
ask someone.
Yeah, we asked someone at the
And they said
at
it
the
was okay,
station
didn't
at
they?
Skipton, and they were like, "Yeah, just get on this one," because we left earlier.
Well, I was hurting, wasn't I?
We left earlier, and I remember there wasn't many seats at Skipton station anyway. Mum obviously didn't have a wheelchair or a scooter, so it was a bit like, what do we do? And I asked someone, was it a driver or was it one of the people
No,
that
it's
were in the
one
red coats?
Yeah, the red coats, wasn't it?
Because it was LNER, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And I said to them, like, are we okay to get on this one just because my mum's in a lot of pain? The ticket says that we can't, but otherwise we're going to be sat here for another hour and a half, and we're not going to go to the town because the town was quite a walk from the station. He was like, yeah, just get on this one, just explain to them. So when we got on and they asked for our ticket, and we were sat opposite another lady who'd got on an earlier train, I'm pretty sure as well. I think she was going to London. And when I explained, like, I did ask someone, and they said it would be okay, he just kind of stared at me a bit and was like, okay. I was like, thank you. But no, it was like, I think it was good though, because we learned for the future. Obviously, I'll still panic about what train we're going to get on because I can't remember what platform we're on.
But we'll have a rough.
It's a rough guide, but also it's a case if we did it before, we'll be able to do it again.
It was just so brilliant, wasn't it?
It was fun. Not only that, but it was funny.
Like,
it was
real girly, didn't
we had real girly, lovely hotel.
But we were talking about this yesterday, and I said to Beth, do you think we could go again? She said, yeah. But
I'd like to go again.
We're thinking Airbnb, aren't we, nearer the town?
I think Airbnb, because the hotel we stayed in...
It was lovely.
It was a really nice hotel, and obviously it was a spa hostel and country estate, and it was obviously Mum's birthday present, so that's why we went to a really posh one. But it was a case of, we obviously had to get an Uber there, which was expensive anyway as it was, but also because it was so far out of the way, we were also thinking, do we leave the suitcase here, then come back and collect it before we go to the train station? Like, it was a lot to think about. Whereas if we can find somewhere that's closer to the actual festival, the only thing we'd have to worry about is getting from the train station to the Airbnb, and then it'll be easier to transport. But not only that, they've got buses to Yarndale, don't they?
Yeah, which was so good.
We weren't able to use that where we were staying because it was so far away.
But we could.
But we'd be able to use that. Not only that, but we're thinking about going a day earlier on in the week, because by Sunday, I think that's also why we left earlier, is a lot of people were starting to pack up because they've sold a lot of their wares, because it was really busy. And I think that's probably one of the reasons we went on the Sunday, was because we thought it would be more quiet. And obviously it was the first year, so it was a bit like, well, we don't know what to expect. But for the future, I think we'll go either the Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Just so we actually got to, because even like the board where you put a pin on the map where you come from,
it
was already
flowing,
full,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was already full by the time we got to it.
On the top.
It's just laying on top of the rest of them.
But the experience, and I mean, I'm sure a few of you have been to there, and it's just lovely, really lovely, and we'll be able to vlog again.
Yeah, and I think not only that, but the reason we got onto the subject of Yarndale was we were talking about how, like, that was Mum's first time vlogging outside of the house, and she said that she didn't get as much of Yarndale as she would have wanted to, because it was the nerves of vlogging in public
and talking to the sellers,
but also a case of, like, because it was the first time at Yarndale, you've got a lot of people who it isn't their first festival and they're like leading the way. But it's a case of, when it's new, you're trying to take it all in and get to every stall as it is.
Yeah.
So you're not even thinking, oh, I'll quickly vlog this stall. It's more thinking of, right, I need to remember where the stall is. So when I come back and decide if I want to buy it, I'll buy it.
Because that's what I do, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think it's definitely one for the future. Obviously, when we went to the Amptil show, I started vlogging bits for Mum. And I think that's probably what I'd do more at Yarndale, because obviously, even though I'm into things like crafting, I don't craft. I am not a crafty person because it just naturally doesn't come to me. But it's nice. I enjoy being in that vicinity of people who are passionate about it, and I think the people are really friendly, and I like the atmosphere, but I also like looking at the crafts, and I like looking at the goats. So that's another selling point, is the goats. But it's just a case of, I think I would vlog more for Mum anyway.
So Beth's coming with me next year for the Amptil Summer Yarn Festival. So Beth's going to do some vlogging.
Don't know what it is. I just really enjoy videoing.
Mm.
I remember I used to have a tablet when they first became a thing. I think it was a Samsung one. I'm pretty sure it was a hand-me-down as well. And I remember I'd be 11, 12, and I'd be vlogging. Just talk about my day, being like, hi, I'm going to go play on The Sims now. But I've just always quite enjoyed doing it. So I think it's like the perfect match in heaven of me being able to video mum while mum's doing what she wants to get on with. And obviously mum's now got the confidence to talk to sellers and video them as well.
At the Ampthill one, I was so much more, even talking to a couple of, well, you saw, talking to a couple of the sellers.
Not only that, but just talking to people.
Yeah.
I think.
And I met Linda there. So yeah, it was lovely.
I think it's just crazy how this community, because I remember the first the person that recognised you at Yarndale, you were so shocked because it's almost
It
like
blew my mind.
I think when you're doing something like vlogging or making videos for people, you don't realise actually your reach. And I think you obviously understood that you're reaching quite far because we were doing the Zooms with people all over.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's actually someone where Amptill's not that far away from here, so when someone at Ampthill recognises you, it's a bit like, oh, you're quite close to home. That's
just
weird.
Lovely.
But it's also a case at Yarndale, which is a massive festival, and that's how you heard about Yarndale, was through YouTube.
Yeah.
To go somewhere like that when you were first starting out and someone be able to come up to you being like, oh my god, are you Susie?
But I wished, I mean, I'm so sorry if you're watching me now. I forgot your name, but if you could let me know down in the box. But I'm so sorry that I didn't take a photo of us. I really wished.
I think you were overwhelmed. Though,
I was
and
overwhelmed.
It wasn't a case of like you just didn't want to take a photo. I think in that moment, because no one had ever come up to you before, you were more in shock. And it was a bit like,
lovely.
Oh, okay. And you were just taking in that moment rather than thinking of, oh, should we get a selfie?
Yeah, but well, I'll definitely do it now. But anyway, we've really got off track. It was the whole point of saying that Beth's confidence with travel, she did all that. She sorted it all out. And I mean,
it's just crazy though. But even say, for example, obviously to work I have to get 2 buses, which I never would have been able to do before. Not. So the fact that, and when I say 2 buses, I've obviously stayed in so many Airbnbs in the last year, and in that time I've had to get so many different buses. Like my buses change obviously every single time, and somehow I've managed to get to work and back every time. God knows how. I've got on the wrong bus once, and I did realise before it was too late, and I had to walk about half an hour. I panicked when I realised the bus wasn't going the route that it usually goes, and I had to obviously ring to get off, and I was just like in the middle of nowhere for me because I'd never been in that area before, and I had to Google Maps and walk. I ended up having to walk through a graveyard to get to work, but I made it. But it's one of those where like my anxieties around public travel, I'd be interested to be fair to see what I'd be like now, like going to the train station or going to the airport. To be fair, actually, I got the train from Peterborough to Stevenage.
Yeah.
So I managed to do that, and I was on my own for that as well.
True.
And that's massive for me. So actually, it's crazy what becoming a city girl does to you. I'm a city girl now, so you know.
No, come a long way, darling. Yeah. Well done, you.
Thank you. You've come a long way too.
Oh.
You went on the bus, Mila.
Yeah, that was hard work. I was in so much pain.
I think that's one of the things that holds you back though now. I think it's less the anxiety side of things and it's more the pain. Okay. And I think, say for example, we were talking about mum coming to me to do some shopping, because obviously there's a lot more shops and stuff nearby, but we were talking about like whether we'd take the mobility scooter on the bus, and mum was like, there's no way I'd be able to drive that, like trying to like reverse. Go there. But it's just a case of that would be where you'd struggle, because I remember when we went on the bus together, you were in pain anyway from the seat shaking. I think that's one of the things. We said that we'll get Lee to drop us off with my scooter. Lee can drop us off and then we'll go. It'll fit in the car. We'll go on a little girls' adventure. We're talking about next month, aren't we, for that? Which would be nice. Christmas things. Good to get some presents for people. Yeah. Which would be lovely. Nice. So, one thing we have done for this month
we talked about this a while ago, a mystery book for each other.
We say a while ago, I've
Did
had
it?
Mum's Christmas one that was meant to be given to her last year, which I completely forgot about.
Like, quite a
which I
while
got
ago.
Last, so it was around a year ago, to be fair, that we planned on doing this, and it just never came to fruition. It's still like sat on my bookshelf at the moment, but we finally did it. Really proud of us, actually,
Yes.
Mum. This is a big day.
Yes.
This is a big day.
So we had to get for October a mystery book for the theme of autumn,
Yeah.
but being for October a mystery, it could be anything fantasy.
Just like a cozy fall read.
Yeah. So
The vibe.
you've got the books, haven't you?
We did wrap them, and what we didn't
Yes,
think about at the time is we should have filmed.
Oh, so because you've seen.
You should have seen my wrap. Well, you will see my wrapping because I videoed it before I left the house because I was actually really proud of it. So I'll send the clips to Mum and she can post it.
It's just so pretty.
You'll
so
don't know how you'll do it because you've got
do yours
Winnie on
first.
yours. Yeah. So Mum got me Murder at the House on the Hill, Victoria Walters. So it's a Once Upon a Crime. So I don't know whether Once Upon a Crime is maybe the name of a series, and then this is one in it. But are we reading the blurbs?
Yeah, go on.
How long's your blurb first before we... Do you think you'd be able to read that?
You can read it.
Okay.
So... I can read. It's just that
I can't read.
Good at the moment.
Nancy Hunter and her grandmother Jane run the Deadly Endings bookshop, selling mystery novels in a sleepy Cotswold village where nothing ever happens. That is, until the Roth family open their mansion for the first time in 30 years for a lavish party. However, the festivities are cut short when Lucy, recently married to a young Harry Roth, is found dead. But who among the guests could be the murderer, and why? Nancy and Jane decide to investigate, but can they catch the murderer before the murderer catches up with them? Join the unlikeliest detective duo in the killer opening of the Deadly End mystery series for fans of Richard Osman and Charlene Harris's Aurora Tea Garden series. Which sounds really good, because I did enjoy, actually, the Richard Osman books. You liked them too?
No.
Oh, did you not?
I read the first one, which was... Oh...
I'm trying to... It's not on your bookshelf, is it?
No,
I bought you it.
It'll be away. I can't remember what it is now, but it was the first book.
I'm trying to think if I've got my phone nearby. I've Googled it. Ollie, have you got my phone? That's so annoying. I'm trying to think because it's really bugging me because the newest one, I think like the 4th or 5th one's just come out. So it's literally all over my work.
Yeah, he's made quite a few since, hasn't he?
I enjoyed it. I don't know why you... What was it about it?
Was it the Murder Club?
Yeah, the Murder Club.
The Murder Club.
And it's about a retirement home and a group of, obviously, pensioners.
Was that Richard Osman?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, a retirement home, and it's a group of pensioners, and they're looking into a murder. And I think they all used to work in different sectors. So I think one of them used to work in forensics and stuff like that, and they're all using like their history to be able to look into the murder. But that, obviously this is a like to it apparently, so I'll see. But I did really enjoy the Murder Club, so
there you go.
But I'm interested. I do quite like a mystery.
Her bookcase is love. I said to you about how she'd done her bookcase.
Big book fan.
It's just so pretty, really is pretty.
But I'm one of those where like now I'm looking at books that I obviously don't read anymore, but I'm very bad at getting rid of things. Like, do I try it again? Even though I did not finish it, do I give it another go? But I'm learning. I'm gonna save the piles of books that I don't like and go to like micro libraries, which is libraries that people put outside their houses or in town, and you can go and basically swap what you've got for one that they've got. And to be fair, there is one in the shopping centre where I live, and there's also one outside my sister-in-law's house. So I might just save them to drop off and give other books a read.
Yeah. So, I love the front cover of this. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, keeping the back.
That's one of the selling points when I saw it. I was looking at a few different books and they were all because of the way. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I just feel like that's very.
Just love it. Do you want to read
Oh, God. This is the one thing with fantasies is there's a lot of words where it's like I could be butchering this. So when Finley Ashawan joins the kitchen of the king and queen of Daxaria, he's an enigma, which suits Finn just fine. He's satisfied simply serving as the royal cook, keeping nosy passerbys out of his kitchen and concocting some truly scrumptious meals. But Finn has a secret, one that may not stay hidden for long. As his past begins to catch up with him, Finn must negotiate court politics and stay out of trouble, together with his familiar, the fluffy black kitten Kraken. But things become even more complicated when he catches the eye of a certain lady who just so happens to be part of the royal court. Can Finn successfully hide his secret and protect his heart, or will the chaos of the castle and its good-hearted people get the best of him? So that's The House Witch and the Enchanting of the Hearth. I can't pronounce that author's name. Do you remember when I got the book, I was like, I won't be able to pronounce it.
Delimuk? Emil Nikota. Well, that's how I pronounced it. But I'm sorry for...
Sorry if we've completely butchered that.
Yeah.
But just how gorgeous is that?
It's gorgeous.
Not only that, but even if you don't like the book, you can just put it up.
But we're even watching this... Oh, what was her name? The vlog that we watched.
I don't have a clue what her name was, but you followed her.
She was recommending all the books for October. And there was loads that we were liking, weren't there?
It was all like the new releases coming out in October, November that were cozy mysteries. I think she said cozy mysteries. But like, there's so many stories that is a case of like, Mum just kept going, ooh,
look at that one, Beth.
Like that.
While she's reading her book.
Yeah, I'm trying to like read, and Mum's like, oh, did you hear what the title was for that one? Can you find out where I can get that, please?
So I think we'll be looking at some books when we go shopping as well next month.
I just have an addiction to buying books.
It's lovely.
There's me about half an hour ago saying, I don't really like spending money. And I'm like, I can't stop.
You've been looking at the illustrations though, haven't you? With the side.
So I love a sprayed edge or a spreadge. That's what they call them. But there's like one of my books that I enjoy reading. They've brought out a sprayed edge version and I cannot find it anywhere. I literally saw it yesterday. Tears could have come to my eye about how beautiful this book was. But I genuinely can't find it anywhere. The site that the person, it came in one of those boxes that you order every single month, a bit like you'd get with like wool and stuff like that. It was one of those book boxes called Owl Crate. But I think it was the April version, so they've probably ordered it online, but I literally can't find it anywhere. And I can't even find it online but they'll be selling it really expensive. They probably were selling it for 20 quid, which even then scares me a bit to spend £20 on a book. But people are probably reselling it now for like 70, which is absolutely wild. But it would have looked beautiful on my bookshelf. But hey, maybe I'll find it in the future. Eddie is trying to sit on your phone and my book.
Lovely. Okay, so Bess bought me some just lovely things, really lovely things. And she gave them to me yesterday, so I've kept them all together.
It's like a pile of
before I put them out to show you, because they're just so cute. So I'll come to show you them as they're coming to me here. Look at this.
Little candle.
Isn't that adorable? And it smells lovely. And it's called Woodland Walk. Where was this from?
If you're in the UK, this is Morrison's, which Morrison's have really upped their homeware game. But yeah, this is a Morrison special.
Just that.
And I had to buy myself one of those as well. And I won't light it. It's one of those candles where I can't light it because it looks so visually aesthetic.
Look at these little pumpkins. And they're
flocked velvet.
Yes, it. Isn't that lovely?
They're just a cute little accent for the basket, really.
Really lovely. I'm going to have to, You have to, I don't know, where are we going to put them for now?
I'll put them here.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and this.
This is a good smelling candle.
Oh, where were the flocked?
Those are B&M.
Okay. Look at that. And oh, this is gorgeous. Oh.
You're
Hit it on my lip.
that big a fan that's trying to eat it.
It's just really, oh, the smells gorgeous.
I also had to buy myself one of them. Clearly have no self-control.
But I do
candles.
this.
Yeah. That was also B&M.
I'm a nightmare. Look at that.
Mum saw it, she was like, oh, you got me a trinket dish. I was like, no, I didn't.
But it could be, like
It
she
could
said, when the
once you burn
candle's
it.
out. But I love it. Oh, you wait to see this one. Oh, where was that?
I just told them B&M.
Oh, sorry. Look.
That's a very mum cup.
It is. I just love it. It's so pretty. Where was this one?
Morrison's.
Never thought, would you? Morrison's.
But yeah, keep your eyes out on Morrison's. I'm not just saying that for my big love of it, but their homeware has really stepped up a notch.
Oh, I'll show you. I've got so. Oh. Yum yum.
Little hot chocolate.
I'm gonna put it there. And these, look at these.
Peanut butter filled pumpkins.
Is this Morrison's?
They were Aldi.
What is going? Ooh. Put that back up there. Oh, look at this.
If you like Top Deck, B&M is the place to go.
There you go. Oh, these are just adorable. Look at these cutters.
Sorry, I thought these was, again, bought myself them because you very rarely find cutters that are autumn themed but not Halloween. They were Poundland, those ones. Poundland
Look
also,
at the acorn.
they're like, well, I say Halloween, full home range was beautiful, and I literally had to get in and get out because otherwise I would fill my basket, and it was because I was waiting to start work, so I couldn't spend ages in there. But
Little fox. So I'm going to make some shortbread.
Mm.
Really lovely. Really unusual. I love it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those in the sweeties.
I'd be interested to see because it says it's fruit flavoured, doesn't it? It doesn't say
I
what
think it's
fruit.
going to be sour.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be sour, but God knows what fruit they're going to be.
I'm making some faces. Look at this.
It's upside down.
Oh, sorry.
It says, "Hey there, pumpkin. How
Isn't
cute is
that
that?"
cute?
I'm pretty sure that was George. Yeah, George Home.
George
It
Home.
says it on the label. How cute's that?
Isn't that lovely? So yeah, she well and truly spoilt me. I did give you some bits,
did.
didn't I?
I also got my own little. Well, Mum told me I'm gonna do you a little boo bag, which is the name of what you call like a cozy autumn
Mama
like
boo
surprise
bag,
present.
wasn't it?
I don't know why she added the mama, but boo bag actually already existed. Did you not know that?
No, but we just put the mama on.
Like a boo bag is what you call an autumn/fall, like boo as in ghost bag, and put like loads of presents in for this cozy season. So I got some fluffy socks, got a little hair bonnet, obviously got my book, got a little pumpkin shaped casserole dish.
You loved that, didn't you?
Got a Terry's chocolate orange, which, well, it was one of the milk chocolate ones, and I haven't tried it yet. My stomach's rumbling while I'm saying it. I'm very interested to see whether my brain will find it weird eating it that it won't taste like orange.
See, I didn't find.
Because I haven't tried the mint one because I'm not a big mint
I wouldn't
chocolate
like the
fan.
mint.
So I'm just very interested to see how I'd find that. But
And
yeah,
there-
you've already had it.
Yeah, there is something else coming, and it's been sent now, so you have to wait till I see you again.
It'll be a surprise.
I could
That's a
post
good
it
one.
actually.
Yeah, but that's a lot of
You'll wait to
work
see
and
you.
effort. Yeah, I'll just cut. Wally's trying to drink from you.
There's nothing in that cup, mate. Empty. Oh yeah, and the other thing, you wait till you see this. What she got me.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Honestly, a yarn bowl. Listen,
cute is
and
that?
it says so crafty.
Do Do you want to hear something that will shock you where I got that from? Aldi.
You're joking.
No. Aldi.
It's such a good size. I mean, look, I've got
Not
my
only
new
that,
yarn
I'm
in
not going to
there.
ruin it for mum by saying like how much things cost, but super affordable. So if you are looking for a yarn bowl and obviously you're trying to not spend ridiculous amounts of money,
Because they are expensive, some of
genuinely
them.
have a look at Aldi, because I literally saw it and I was like, okay, I don't really know how much things cost, but I'm pretty sure people are charging extortionate amounts for yarn
Yeah, they
bowls.
are.
So not only that, but I got that colour, but they had a few different, they had like baby blue, they had a pink one, an orange one, but I just thought this one was very autumnal.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you could use it all year round.
I just love it. And I've had it on the floor. Oh, sorry, Winnie. And I've just had it on my lap, haven't I?
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I'm saying that, but look as far as I've got. It's because we were doing our girly.
I felt really bad because whenever mum would get on with things, like she'd be either watching a YouTube or she'd be like playing an audiobook and doing that, and I'd keep going, oh, and I'd keep talking and mum would have to like pause.
But this is what, when I was doing the book thing with you, when I was just trying to read, we were a nightmare. But we've had a lovely catch up.
No, it has been lovely. We had an Indian. Oh, I forgot that was still in the microwave.
No, you can have it. Still in there.
You can have some.
No, I'm
enough for both of us.
No,
We've got loads. And right, this is actually a conversation I want to bring up that we were talking about yesterday. So, ordered the Indian, and one of the places I was going to order it from gave you like a free poppadom. I think it was when you spent like a certain amount. We got one free poppadom. But then when it came to the price, it was a bit like, oh, that's quite extortionate for what we ordered. So we did it through Just Eat. So I went somewhere else and did it, and it worked out a couple of quid cheaper. But when it turned up, we got an extra poppadom, we got some chutneys. But the thing that I want to talk to you guys about is when I opened the door to take the Indian, he was holding a bottle of beer at me, a Budweiser, and was just
it's only
like,
us two.
So I obviously took it. My question is, obviously, a lot of women do drink beer. I'm not a massive beer fan. I'll drink it, but I wouldn't choose specifically not Budweiser. I'm not a Budweiser fan, but I'd like a shandy. So if there's a lemonade, yeah. But should they automatically assume that someone in the household drinks Budweiser, especially someone might actually have alcohol problems? So it's probably not. It's a nice gesture, and I'm not saying anything. I think it's really nice that they'd gift something as like a thank you for shopping at our business, but they could have given like a bottle of Coke or something else.
Yeah, I think, definitely can, something like that.
Like we had a different Indian. One year we had one for Mother's Day and they turned up with a mug, Mother's Day mug, and gave it to us, which again was really nice.
Yeah.
And it's something that stays in your head of, oh, that was really nice that they gave us that mug. And it had the brand, I'm pretty sure it has the Indian's name on it, but then it said Happy Mother's Day. But how do you guys feel about like being gifted? And it wasn't like a big bottle, it was like one of the small multi-pack bottles of beer from the Indian.
It's just like,
is that them assuming that it was a man ordering it, or are they just trying to pick something? Because not only that, but I feel like Cobra is usually what people would drink beer-wise. Is Cobra a beer?
Don't know.
When it comes from an Indian. But yeah,
but the Indian was gorgeous.
It was really good.
Really, and the doggies had poppadoms.
Yeah, the doggies enjoyed the poppadoms. I'm lucky that Eddie has no teeth because he gummed my hand when I gave it to him.
Oh dear.
Can we just talk about how I need to get this on camera? You obviously can't see, but Winnie's in my lap, fast asleep. And I bet you any money when she wakes up, she'll freak
wanted
out.
to give her lots of hugs.
This is what's really hard. Is I'm a big animal fan. And it kills me inside. And to be fair, like when I first came in, she wasn't too happy to see me when Mum was holding her. But I said to Mum, I don't know whether it's that she's scared of me or whether she's scared of Wally's reaction. Because Wally was very possessive when I came in.
Jealous.
And his heckles were all the way up. I mean, across his whole body. He looked like a hyena. He wouldn't do anything because he's not aggressive. But I think it was him, because whenever she was coming near me, she was looking at him before she looked at me.
It'd be like, back off.
But it's whenever I stood up, she'd flee the scene. Like, she won't let me like walk towards her. She'll run the other way. But she'll happily take food from me. She's been taking food from me from the minute that I came in, and she's happy to be on my lap right now.
And she laid next to you on the bed this morning.
And she played with me earlier.
Oh, playing with Peach, wasn't she?
Yeah. Peaches is like the best dog for any of them to play with. Like she's of the perfect age where she's old enough to recognise that she's being the right amount of playful to aggressive without taking it too far. But she also just loves playing.
She's hilarious.
She loves playing with Wally. She's a big fan of playing with Wally. But Wally will not play with Winnie no matter how much Winnie tries.
No,
he will not
won't have it. He's just jealous, isn't he?
It's because she's
the
the puppy
baby
as well. Yeah.
Here. Where is he now, actually? Oh, is he over there?
He's looking. Just made eye contact with him. So what are you thinking about?
My baby.
Oh, he doesn't look too happy.
I mean, you've made a connection with the bunnies, haven't you?
Yeah. Made it. It's because I keep giving them treats. I mean, that's the way to their heart. Is through food.
See, as you go up to that cage, they're up there, aren't they?
I was having a conversation with Mum the other day about the fact that the rabbits, I don't know whether Mum's mentioned them nibbling through wires.
Oh, yeah.
But Mum was saying about, I'll just keep the stair gate shut. And I went, but surely your rabbits will jump over the stair gate. And Mum said, no, they wouldn't do that. And I went, but Peaches can. Mum was like, no, the rabbits will not be able to jump over the stair gate. When I came yesterday, Mum said she'd gone into the garden, and Mum's got like a metal shelving in the garden that we used to have rabbits, the hutches on, I'm pretty sure. And there's
not for them many years ago.
Yeah, like years and years ago when I was a child. And there was a pizza oven on there, obviously not lit. And Mum said, oh, when I went out there, Bramwell was in the pizza oven. And I went, the pizza oven that's on the high shelf. And Mum went, yeah, he jumped up there and got in there. And I went, but you can't jump over the stair gate. So I think Mum's going to have rabbits leaping over the gate.
The pizza oven that's out there is a stone dome.
It's a really old pizza oven.
Yeah, it is. And it's just got an opening there. And he literally jumped up and went and been laying in there.
That as a rabbit bed.
A rabbit cave.
Because you haven't used it.
No. It's ornamental, really, now.
It's just for the point of having a pizza oven in the
garden.
Pizza oven? I'm alright. Now the rabbit's been in there. Think I'll pass.
But yeah, you're alright with the bunnies, weren't you? You like the bunnies.
I just love all animals, not that. I don't think there is
It's because you've grown up with animals.
Yeah, but this is the thing, like, when Winnie wasn't a massive fan of me yesterday, it did not bother me at all, because it was a case of, you'll learn to love me.
Yeah.
I feel like Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer. Or who's that guy that we both watch now? Oh, I've done it. With the dog sanctuary.
Oh, beginning with A. His name's Lee, isn't it?
Why are we Asher?
That's it, the Asher House. If you haven't seen it, we found him on Facebook. He started a dog sanctuary. Well, all animals sanctuary, but it's just lovely, really lovely.
It's like these videos will have you crying. Like if you're a big fan of animals. I found him on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure he's got YouTube, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a documentary or something out there, but he owns this big, like, acres and acres of land, and they basically rescue all kinds of animals, including, like, cattle, like, they do dogs, cats, birds, horses, but, like, each video, they'll talk about a different animal that they've rescued, and it'll be... like all of these animals, they've got completely blind animals, they've got ones that need wheelchairs and stuff like that, and they'll pay for all the veterinary care. There'll be some that get rehomed afterwards when they're better, and then there's some that he just keeps and adopts, but he takes them on these massive walks across the sanctuary acres, as in they've got lakes, and like none of them will be on leads. He'll just walk with them as a pack, and they'll all get on, all of these dogs, and you'll see like there's large dogs, tiny dogs, and they're all like one big family. But like if you ever want to sit and have a good cry thinking about animals, or you feel like you want to do something, the Asher House, look them up. But
also he works with dog shelters, and any that are on the euthanasia list, he takes them before it's done. One of them was like an hour before it was going to be put to sleep, and he rescued it, and that's what he does.
But like you also see in the videos, like some of those dogs are scared and aggressive, and he will literally
brings
spend
them
whatever
round,
time,
doesn't
like he obviously the sanctuary, he also lives there, and he will spend that time with them, even if he has to take the dog into his room for them to get used to him. He obviously won't introduce them to all the dogs straight away. He's got some dogs who he trusts to be very good with interacting without getting aggressive, so he'll slowly do that, and they'll, like, every single one that he's taken that's been aggressive ends up the most lovely and loved animal. But it just shows, like, a lot of these dogs who come across as aggressive just need patience and love.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like that with Winnie. And now look, she's got a head. Oh, you can't. But just imagine, I'm not making this up, but she's snuggled in my lap, and I've been playing with her long ears. Bless her heart.
She's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. So sassy. Right.
Dogs.
So that we've 50 minutes.
Yeah, 50. That's quite good for us.
That is good for us.
We can FaceTime for 3 hours at a time, and we don't realise we're doing it.
Honest to, yeah.
And like, we FaceTime most days, and we'll be sat there for 3 hours just chatting. And it'll be like, we'll be like, oh yeah, I'll go in a minute, and then it'll still be another hour after that.
Well, I'll go like, just gonna make a cup of tea, just gonna feed the dogs, and then
she'll walk off. I'll be sat on my own, like
carry on,
listening to some jazz in the background.
Yeah, she's got me in it now.
Yeah, if you guys need something, if you don't like silence in the background, but you can't listen to something. Say, for example, when I read, I can't listen to music in the background because the lyrics confuse me when I'm listening to it. So I always search, depending on the time of year. At this time of year, I'm doing cozy autumn fireplace jazz. And it will literally have, like, the picture of whatever you want. It could be a library, it could be a cafe, it could be a patio. And you can have ones where you can hear, like, the rain in the background, as well as the fire crackling, as well as some light jazz. And it's just lovely to sit and listen to while you're just chilling.
That's what you did, wasn't it, yesterday for me?
So Mum now knows how to get stuff.
Well, we've got to put it on and check.
I need to see whether Mum can do it on her own.
Even to the volume
yesterday we were literally just trying to get YouTube up on the TV. I was asking Mum for the Wi-Fi password. She gave me the wrong one. I had to type in this, like, I'd say it was like 15 letters and numbers long, and it was one of those where they're all like uppercase, lowercase, 1, uppercase, lowercase, lowercase, uppercase. Like, I typed this whole thing in and it was wrong. But then I had to download the app. Mum was trying to throw away the remote for her Virgin box, thinking that was the remote for the TV. So she ordered a new TV remote. She thought it wasn't working.
But it was better.
Yeah, it's a good remote. But yeah, so now we're going to have to see whether Mum can work out how to use YouTube on her own.
It's because I always use my iPad.
Yeah. And even yesterday, like, she was sat here watching the iPad, hilarious. And I was like, you've literally got this on the TV right in front of you. It's like she's playing it on the TV for me to see while she's watching it on her iPad.
Because I'm used to this.
Yeah. But it was pretty good for the fact that you can obviously, and you did say you prefer watching them.
Yeah. So I was watching some YouTubes when I was the crafties, so that was nice. So it's quite interesting how I look on the big screen. I don't think I really want to know.
I think I want to know. Not about you. About
me. I was going to say that's
not
rude.
That. Why would I want to know that?
How rude.
Talk about myself. I'm blending with the wall.
Right then, so as I said, there's no craft.
We're still talking. But yeah, your pom-pom.
Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. When I received the yarn, she also sent me this. It's because I'd put it behind my iPad and I'd forgotten about it. But look at this. It's just my colour as well. The pom-pom for a hat. Isn't that cute? That's so lovely, wasn't it?
It was a lovely surprise.
It's so soft, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
That is really nice. So I said to Beth, got my some of my pink Barbie yarn. Or would you think that'd be too pink?
Is it that pink?
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
do it.
now, what about a cream?
I think a cream, and you could always do the rim in the
That would
bright
look nice,
pink.
wouldn't it?
Mm.
So yeah, there you go.
Watch this space.
But I just thought that was so different to send as a little gift.
Oh my god, it's almost like the Indian.
There's no poppadoms
I'm not
in
talking
there.
about the bag, Mum. I'm talking about
What?
getting something for free, like a surprise.
Oh, I was going to say.
Mum sees the paper bag and she's
I'd
like,
rather
oh yeah,
a pom-pom
poppadoms.
than a bottle of beer.
Yeah, I'd rather a pom-pom. But hey, I guess Lee would probably prefer the beer.
Yeah, you take that with you, can't you?
That's his gift from the Indian.
Yeah.
Is beer. He doesn't get any curry.
Right then.
Well, that's us chatted up for almost an hour. And
Yeah,
you've got to
so-
put yesterday's clip that you filmed
Yeah,
at the
this
start
is going to
of
be
this.
a long one. So there will be craft. Well, you would have seen it. There was crafting in that
Maybe
one.
you should do another clip at the end. Just
Shall I
warn them
do
at the
that?
start to say, grab yourself a cup of tea and a biscuit. You're in for a long ride.
And you've got to send your bit over for
Yeah,
me.
the clip of my book.
So, don't know where I'm going to put that. No, I'll put it at the end because it's easier for me to do on the edit. So at the end here, you'll see the book when it was wrapped, and it's beautiful. And the pumpkin paper was from
Amazon.
So there you go. I was being so gentle.
That's
Bev
like,
said, just rip it.
just rip it. Thing with tissue paper as well, like once you've stuck it down, it's hard to
Yeah,
not rip
but
it.
it was pretty.
If you, I've still got some sheets at home if you want it.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching this long one.
Thank you.
And take care, and I will see you tomorrow. So from me and from Beth, do you say bye?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know whether you were going to go like, happy crafting. Happy crafting.
Bye. Mwah.